Hi, my name is Thomas Kimber. I'm the founder of Karün, and I am racing against climate change. So Karün is an eyewear company based in Patagonia in Chile, turning different sources of waste into a source of income for local rural entrepreneurs that live in important poverty. And we turn that waste into high-performance sports eyewear. It's the highest performance eyewear you can have under a very different perspective, using a circular and regenerative process instead of the widely used linear and extractive one. Hopefully inspiring people to understand that if we change the perception and the point of view towards our problems, many things can change. One of the things I'm most passionate about is being out there in nature, but at the same time working. I'm dedicating my life into proving through example and not through criticism that we can change the way we interact with the planet. In a country like Chile, I think it's more obvious in things like the glaciers. The rate in which they are melting today, especially Glacier Grey, the Grey Glacier, a couple of months ago, has a huge chunk of ice splitting out of the glacier, which is something that I at least in my lifetime, hadn't seen before, and that's very, very worrying. My personal perspective is that in order to solve that, we need to change our way of thinking. When I was in university, I used to see myself complain all the time. Me and my friends complaining that we didn't like this, that we didn't like that we didn't like the teachers, we didn't like the subject. And then in economics class, I remember that the teacher always taught us that human beings are selfish. The most important thing for a company is to maximize profit. And that didn't make much sense to me. I think human beings have a lot of collaboration, a collaborative aspect, which is very important. I think observing myself from the outside and seeing myself criticizing and at the same time following a model that is based on egoism didn't make sense. I realized that no matter where you're from, no matter who you are, either you're a guy from Wall Street, either you're a fisherman, when you're in nature, you get more relaxed. Your stress levels go down. And I think that contrast of living in this model on the city, studying something like what I was studying, and living the reality of what do you feel when you're in nature made me understand that either we work together with nature or we're gonna have problems. And I think that realization made me understand that I wanted to work and dedicate my life towards changing the logic of how things are working today. Since I was 18, after dropping out of university, I created several companies, had a lot of failures. I was bankrupt 2 or 3 times, and all of that was mainly due to Karün. And the reason why I think it was so much work and why we put so much energy into it is because what we're doing is making eyewear as a symbol of a different point of view. Formula E is one example of how you can, through sports, through example, show that something sustainable, something that has a different logic of working can be very cool. Because then people see, wow, electric cars are also fast, they're also cool, and that's environmentally friendly. That's not going to change the world, but at least gives you a sense of perspective that you can actually start questioning yourself on what are the things you're doing. You can find the sunglasses on our website, karunworld.com, in different retailers around Europe and quite soon in the US as well.